Welcome to the video where I will show you another coloring book which I received as a Christmas present from Melissa, and it's my first Harry Potter coloring book. I am a huge fan of Harry Potter book series, but not a big fan of films. I love last films, but not the first ones. Maybe that was the reason why I hadn't purchased any Harry Potter books, because they are mostly made like pictures from films, and also there were so many of them with the main characters, with places, with animals from Harry Potter world, so I simply wasn't able to decide which one I need. But when I finally saw this one, Harry Potter coloring Wizardry, I decided that for me it will be the best choice because it has a good balance between all the subjects. So I'm very happy that Melissa sent it to me. It's big, it's higher than mythographic, and it's my first book from this publisher. It's inside edition. It has nice glossy cover, and it has bright white paper, which first really surprised me because it feels very smooth. I hope that my polychromos pencils, which are usually pencils which I always use when paper doesn't have any tooth and feels very smooth, polychromos are my first choice. I hope that here I also will be able to use it. So first I looked at the beauty of these pictures. Let me show you quickly. I think that when I saw this page, I already immediately fall in love, because look at the nice line art. In other books I saw not so accurate line art, more like just reprints from the films. Here I would say that artist really made a good work for this collage. I think that maybe it will be my first project in the book. Book is double-sided. I think that it has pictures from other books, but as it was my only one, for me selection of moments from the books, from the movies is really great. You can color in order and to remind yourself the story, or you can find your favorite pictures. Well, I think that nice grayscale, not overwhelming. Yes, some of the black lines are thick, but maybe for Harry Potter books I won't mind to have such a style. And at least I love how they did faces. I remember my Sherlock Holmes book where on the faces they did ugly lines which supposedly helped us to do shadows, but in the end they look quite strange. Here I think that faces were depicted really nice. And I love that we have a lot of scenery from the castle, from the village around. It will be a little bit difficult to color spreads because pictures go deep into the binding. So, well, it won't be an easy work to color here, but somehow I hope that I will manage. Of course, I plan to start from something easier, but look at this beauty. Of course, when I saw pictures like this one, I realized, or this one, these two basically, I realized that I need to test paper for watercolors, and I will show you my results of my testing in the end of this video. I think that it's really good balance between portraits, between scenery, between landscapes, so you can definitely select whatever you prefer to color. I love this one, not a difficult one, so that was my second thought, that maybe I can color this one. I hope that it won't be very difficult, so I will be able to test paper better, to test artist style. Another very nicely done. If you don't have any other Harry Potter books and if you want to color something, I can definitely recommend this one as a starter. Then maybe if you feel that you really want to spend all your coloring time only with Harry Potter, you can extend your collection with those other books dedicated to different faculties, to the creatures from the world. Oh, look at this one, a really nice spread, one of my favorite moments from the movie. Oh well, here you definitely need watercolors, or at least water-soluble pencils. Some of the spreads you can color simply with pencils, but of course I would love to have to be able to put watercolor at least for the background. Well, really nicely done. I love Luna face, very beautiful. So I think that faces here is one of the main reasons why I consider this book as the best one. First I was confused how to color such things, but then I decided that you can put something metallic here to add more interesting look to those magical potions. Metallics, they always look good on black background, so it could be a solution. You can see that it covers several books, and it's also a very good thing, so the whole story in one book. That's probably what I need. Also quite beautiful spread. Well, I hope that with time I will be able to lay it on the table more flat, so it will be easier to film videos. I'm totally in love with the book, so really very happy to have this one. And finally, that was my test of watercolors. It's nothing complicated, but I tested several colors to be able to do at least sky and maybe grass or leaves, and at least watercolors didn't create those ugly stains which I have in my Tolkien book or in my Kerber Razane's Vault Within Vaults. It didn't bleed through even when I was not very moderate with water, so no problems even with double-sided. The only thing which I noticed is that bright color of watercolor lost a lot of brightness, a lot of vibrancy after drying. Yeah, that's normal for watercolor, and as I intend to use it only as a first layer to be able to cover big areas, and then on the shadows, on the contrast, on vibrant details I can work with pencils, I think that it's not a big problem. So I was really surprised that on this smooth paper you can normally work with watercolors. There are no brush strokes visible, so you can do normal washes, and it was very positive surprise for me. It really helps me to get my courage and to immediately start to do something here. So if you have other books, please tell me, as they also work quite well with watercolors, and what are your favorite books in Harry Potter series. It's not that I need another book, I'm just curious because They are lovely, and I feel quite excited because I didn't watch videos or read books about Ari for several years already, so maybe it's time for me again to dive into this world, to color something, and maybe to read again some of the books. Well, thank you, Melissa, for this beautiful present, and I hope that you also liked this book, because I consider it as a very nicely done. Good quality and good art. Thank you, and I hope to see you very soon with my first colored pages here.